Hi and welcome back to the Cheeky Crypto Podcast. My name's Chris and it's fantastic to have you back with us for another podcast video. And in today's podcast, we're going to have a look at Binance. We're going to have a look at some very eye-opening stuff. We're also going to look at some of the big major issues that I can foresee in the crypto space. If you enjoy this sort of content, mash up the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video. Right, let's get down to the desktop. So we're going to start here, and investors have pulled $1.6 billion from Binance after the CFTC lawsuit. And for those of you living in a cardboard box that have no idea what is going on here, basically the CFTC have decided to sue Binance and 𝗕𝗘, basically saying that they were basically trading against their own customers. Now, I want to get into some of this. For me, this is rather interesting because I think this is really just, exchanges and market makers. And I think that they're all at it, or the vast majority of them are at it. So is this going to be a domino kind of effect where all of these exchanges are attacked in a very similar way? It's rather interesting. But what I want to say is this is normally just a slap on the wrist and fine. Traditionally speaking, we see this with the banks, failing their money laundering, processes that they should have. We've seen loads of these. I think I saw 6 in 1 month at the beginning of the year. And, it's a wider problem in traditional markets as well as, the crypto market and stuff like that. But look, I do kind of feel that Binance, there is an agenda against them out of the US, mainly because they, and this is going to sound terrible, but basically 𝗕𝗑 did what Gary Gensler and the SEC should have been doing and flagged what was going on at FTX. But FTX, obviously, the founder, Sam Bankman-Fried, was obviously a big donor to the government parties over there. So it's not gone down too well in the US, and they don't really seem to give a rat's arse how it looks. But, the US are just damaging themselves. The SEC, failed to have a decent leadership team fit for purpose to do the job, in my opinion. But look, it's one of those. I understand that, individuals are looking to pull their funds and keep them safe off of the Binance exchange. You've even heard 𝗕𝗑 saying, and I am saying it correctly, by the way, it's just my accent. We are seeing him say that, people should, keep their assets safe and, not overexpose themselves and have good risk management and stuff like that. So, the right words are being spoken, but it is interesting. Have Binance actually been, trading against their own customers? Are they doing anything different compared to every other exchange out there? These are the things that probably need answering, and some of the things that are likely to perhaps be aired publicly sometime soon. Look, there's lots of potential impacts, right? And, one of the impacts would be, what happens with the Binance Smart Chain and stuff like that, because, Binance does have a large control over the ecosystem. Personally, I think it's going to be fine. I think Binance will be fine. I think they might just have to leave certain areas where, they're not going to get the regulatory sign of approval, for example, the US. And then, the world's a big place. So, yeah, look, I think things will be okay. Keeping it to Binance, Binance Smart Chain proposal seeks to lower transaction fees. This is a real big positive. I mean, it's very, very low as it is. But to have it even lower, I think would just be, again, another positive for Binance Smart Chain. So let me know your thoughts and opinions on that. Obviously, it's just a proposal, hasn't gone through yet, but I'm interested to see where that leads. We've got the top US Treasury officially says crypto had no direct role in banking failures. And this is, again, a really interesting headline because, there has been this narrative that, the traditional banking sector is failing because of crypto. And, it's the crypto banks and the fintech banks. And when I say that, it's the traditional banks where, crypto and fintech were banking with the traditional banks, right? It's those traditional banks that, have failed. And the narrative that has formed is that was because of crypto. And you see, I guess, rumors, that's all they are. That anybody that purchases like Signet Bank, for example, won't be able to have customers from blockchain technology and stuff like that. Don't know how true that is, but it is something that we've seen on social media, and this is why we say go do your own research and dig into that sort of stuff. We've got Coinbase aims to stay in Canada. Binance could be poised to exit amid regulatory shakeup. So again, more negative for Binance and Coinbase being positioned, nicely, to be honest. Now, another area of concern that I have got is around the VPN users. Apparently, they may face up to 20 years in prison. To be honest, I don't think that would be what happens. I think it would just be fines. But look, how would they manage that? There's so many people using VPNs. Maybe, there's going to be people that, will abide by the law. But I imagine that there's going to be a large percentage that don't. And managing that comes with great expense. Look, I don't know whether this is a bill that's been passed and is going to be put into law. But I have big question marks over how they can manage it. And I'd imagine most people would just be going decentralized. I'm going to drop this article in the Discord for you to read through at your leisure. But do let me know your thoughts and opinions on everything Binance. Do you think they're dirty? Do you think that there's a huge risk there? I really like Binance, and I personally would be very, very disappointed if they were to fold, or whether this stuff is even true. Lots of FUD out there, a big agenda, and narratives being formed, and it's very, very questionable whether there's any truth to it, because all I see is accusations and not much proof. Now, with all that said, our priority is preserve capital. I've said this for months. Make sure you don't have overexposure to third-party risk. And what I mean by that is, basically don't keep your crypto on exchanges. Use a Ledger hardware wallet. Link is in the description if you haven't got one. It is an affiliate link. We do get a small kickback. It supports the channel, and it's much appreciated if you use our link if you are going to get one. But ultimately, you've got to have that, responsibility. We do have risk management courses on 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗠𝗠𝗘𝗥𝗦. Go check that out if you want to learn more about risk management and preserving capital and keeping yourself safe in the space. Jump down into the Discord and immerse yourself in our community of over 7,000 people. They support one another, navigate this space safely, and it's a fantastic community. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, mash up that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tap in that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.